Good day ulit mga katarakis. Ayan. So, today ulit in our daily Taraki dose with Coach K. Ayan. Kasi papalapit na ang ating mga exams, finals, mga ganyan. So, gusto ko lang mag-share, okay, about, of course, yung about effective study techniques. Okay. Ito is only for me. Okay, so I know that there are some techniques that might be very effective for you. Kung effective yung study techniques nyo ngayon, stay with it, 'di ba? Kasi kung effective siya sa inyo and you can really process more yung mga pinag-aaralan nyo, then continue on. Okay, kasi sa akin, as a background, no, nung bata-bata tayo, okay? Bata pa naman ngayon. Lo? Ang study techniques ko siguro for me, lalo pag yung subject ko or yung exam ko would require yung mga enumeration, mga ganyan, or memorizations. Ang ginagawa ko talaga, yung parang ginagawa ko ngayon na gumagamit ako ng acronyms for me to easily, remember yung mga dapat na i-memorize. Kasi 'di ba noon usong-uso yung mga enumeration, tapos yung aside from enumeration, explain mo, 'di ba? Kung about those certain words or phrases. Ayan. So, for me, kasi meron yung times na pag enumeration, 'di ba, kunyari 5, may lagi kang nakakalimutan na isa. So, pag inulit mo, yung nakalimutan mo, yun yung una mong sinasabi. Tapos, pagkadating na naman sa huli, nakalimutan mo na naman yung isa. So, for me, so that maiwasan ko yung ganun na scenario sa akin nung nag-aaral ako, ginagawa ko na lang siyang acronyms para for sure, walang makakalimutan na phrase, word sa enumeration. Ayan. So, hindi naman siya basically for enumeration, pwede rin siya for some phrases, sabi ko nga. And if you can, no, pag medyo gamay mo na rin ang acronyms, pwede mo rin siyang gamitin in other subjects. Pwede siguro sa math, kung kayang-kaya sa math. Yung mga formulas natin, okay, kung kayang lagyan ng acronyms, then go for it. Pero kasi sa bagay, sa formula minsan, binibigay naman ng ating mga teachers, pero meron yung times talaga that we have to, ang goal siguro niyan is not really for us to memorize yung mga formulas, but we know how to use it. Okay, kung saan natin gagamitin, how will we interpret. Ayan. So, for me, of course, yung sa study techniques natin, I would use the word study. Okay, so let's start. S po is for self-check. Okay, paano yung self-check natin? Meron kasi yung times, I know, okay, as a instructor ulit ngayon, that meron yung mga estudyante na sa pagdating ng mga exams, they are not yet ready, maybe because sumasabay yung personal problems, mga ganyan. So, yun yung mga times kasi na mahirap mag-study because of emotions, okay, because of things that are bothering us aside from our studies. So, yung pagkakaroon ng self-check natin is that ano ba tawag nito? Parang we also check on our well-being. Okay? So, ang suggestion ko would be, syempre, have a good sleep pa rin. Okay? I know that there are some things that sabi nga natin we cannot control. And if that is a case, 'di ba? Lift it up na lang muna. And then, give yourself a rest. Okay? Nice talaga. Healthy foods, of course. Nourish yourself. Okay? O kaya, ang self-check din pwede yung preparation. on studying, yung mindsetting on studying. Kasi, meron yung iba sa atin, aminin natin, di ba? Ako rin naman, meron yung mga times na uso sa atin yung cramming, di ba? Yung exam mo na kinabukasan, ngayon ka lang talaga, as in, ngayon ka lang talaga magsa-study about the subject, yung mga ganyan. O kaya, how many hours before your exam, tsaka lang mag-study. So, yung mind setting po dito is, sabi ko nga, is how you would focus on the thing that you will do. So, kung study talaga, di ba yung nakikita natin sa social media na they will on a candle, tapos pag naubos yung candle, that's the time that they will stop studying. Kung effective sa inyo yon, okay lang. Pero wag nyo namang i-off yung candle. Kasi 'di ba ginawa na naman nilang meme na yung candle, naka-light nga siya, pero 'di ba sabi doon kasi, I will study as long as the candle is lit. 'Di ba? So yung iba, ino-off nila, pinapaypayan nila, or they will blow so that it will off. Ibig sabihin, tapos na yung study time nila. Okay. I know, it's a joke yan, no? Pero, for me, yung self-check rin natin dyan is for us to be focused really in our studies. So, kung may mga distractions tayo na alam natin na it would divert our our focus sa studying, then as much as possible, pwede natin siyang iwasan. I have a scenario actually when it comes to studying, kasi our kids, lalo yung panganay namin, or pati actually yung pangalawa namin ngayon, hindi kasi namin na sila yung one-on-one talaga na study. Although, yung bunso namin, pwede pa we have a one-on-one study with him, di ba? Pero, yung panganay namin, meron yung, ang tawag doon, part sa kanya na, para sa akin, distraction yung music for studying, para sa akin kasi syempre, kung alam mo yung lyrics na lang yung, sinasabayan mo yung kanta and all that. Pero, yung panganay namin, there was one time na nagsa-study siya, pero he's listening to something. So, sabi ko nga, if it's effective for him, then, pinabayaan ko na lang. Kasi, siguro, it's how his brain works, na nakakapag-focus siya once na parang nasusooth siguro yung emotions niya with the music that he is listening to. So, mas nakaka-concentrate siya sa ganong paraan. So, I let him. Kaya nga ngayon na medyo, syempre malaki na siya, hindi na siya yung tipo na upo kami, na iniisa-isa kong mga questions, mga ganyan. So, he does it on his own. And of course, we're very proud of our two boys naman. When it comes to their study habits, kasi, like what I've said, na sila dyan. It's part of their routine already na alam nila pag examinations, they know that they will review first before anything else. Ayan. Hinahayaan rin namin sila to unwind after yung study habits nila, no, pag sa exam, kasi we know that our brain kailangan rin niya ng rest. Okay, kailangan rin naman talaga niyang rest para maging productive na naman siya for the next days. Okay, for the next day, lalo pag examination, 'di ba? Kasi kung napapansin natin, I don't know if the same with you guys, pero sa akin noon, meron yung times na para kang antag doon, yung nabablanko yung utak kasi sa sobrang dami ng information na na-review mo, nakalimutan mo na yung iba. Okay, parang na-overload na siya. Kaya since yun lang at yun ang iniisip ko, parang wala na. Parang napagod na siguro siya. O, diba? Ayaw na niya. Parang, sige, diyan ka na lang, sabi niya. Parang ganun. Iniwan sa ere. Charos. So, i-balance rin natin, no, yung study habits natin. And of course, yung mga hobbies, ganyan. Kasi, for me, pag okay naman yung pagre-review mo, nakapag-rest ka, ganyan, okay, the more na makaka-remember ka. Also, meron rin yung mga visuals, yung mga visual learners natin. They can use yung mga certain things, okay, for them to remember yung topics na discuss. I remember one of my students when they had a quiz yata yun sa akin or examination. I remember the student saying na ang iniisip niya yung how I discuss it, siguro na-visualize niya, parang going back to the days na dinidiscuss ko yung topic na yun, para daw the more na maalala niya yung topic na nandun sa exam or nandun sa quiz. So, yung sa visual learner siguro, ganon yung nagiging ang tag nito, yung tumatakbo sa mind nila, no? So, sometimes ako ganon din na nare-remember or nare-recall mo yung day na yun na na-discuss yung topic. So, the more that you are able to memorize yung mga nasabi doon na certain topics or certain words or phrases. Lalo sa mga teachers, ganyan. So, yun. I think maganda talaga na we are also prepared when it comes to studying. Yun nga yung iba, diba, they will also fix their study place na wala masyadong kalat. Wala talaga dapat kalat. And very organized ang inyong study place so that what I've discover is that pag magulo pala yung, kunyari, sa kwarto mo, doon ka nag-aaral or doon ka nagtatrabaho, di ba? Pag magulo yung workstation mo, parang nasa-stress yung brain mo kasi ang iniisip mo, yung kalat, parang ang kalat-kalat, parang nasa-stress ka lalo na hindi ka makaka-concentrate when it comes to studying. So, it's better for us to really fix the place where we will study so that we can also concentrate kung ano talaga yung gagawin natin. Yung iba, meron yung preparation nila pagkain. Sino dito yung mahilig na nagmamunchies kapag ka nagsustudy, di ba? Minsan nauuna na lang yung munchies, hindi ka na nakapagbasa. Okay. Totoo yata yung sinasabi nila pag nagsustudy ka and you're eating nuts, peanuts, ganyan, di ba? It's easily for us to recall yung mga pinag-aaralan natin kapag we eat peanuts while studying. Yun, maganda yun. Siguro, naging effective rin naman kahit papano sa akin. I don't really recall a specific time where I did that. Pero, meron naman, siguro sa mga quiz naman yon, hindi siya really yung study for an exam, huge exam, mga ganyan. So, effective naman siya. Maganda naman siya as part of the learning natin, yung pagkain ng nuts. Ayan. Ano pa ba? Siguro hindi ko naman marirecommend no lang nagsistudy tapos nanonood ng K-drama. Paano tayo makaka-focus? Sabi ko nga 'di ba nung mga previous episodes natin, mas mahirap yung nagmo-multitask tayo kasi syempre mapapagod yung brain, mapapagod rin yung syempre yung mata, hindi mo alam kung saan ka magko-concentrate, mamaya mapaghalo-halo mo na. So ibig sabihin, halimbawa history yung yung exam mo, iba na yung linalagay mo na pangalan, Korean names yung linalagay mo, o di ba? So yun naman yung siguro we cannot really multitask when it comes to studying. Kung kunyari ngayon, 'di ba, yung high school, elementary, even sa college, 'di ba, na naka schedule naman kung ano yung kung ano yung mga subjects that you would have an examination with sa next day. So, yun yung ifo-focus mo on that study time. So, one by one, 'di ba? One subject at a time, have a rest also in between, 'di ba? Nutritious food and enough sleep, sabi ko nga. So that it's preparation also. Okay? Yun yung S. Self-check. So, you check yourself kung healthy ka, di ba? Kung nakatulog ka ba, kasi mas makaka-concentrate ka. Ayan. And if you're okay emotionally. Okay? And mentally. Okay. Next. Time set. Ayan. In connection with yung self-check kanina, di ba? Meron tayo yung timer, yung time set. Sa akin kasi, yung sa mga anak namin is that as much as possible, I want them to review tapos before 8 or 8 o'clock, dapat tulog na sila. So, kunyari, na umuwi sila ng mga 5 o'clock kasi nga yung subject nila or yung talagang time ng kanilang studies, okay, hanggang 4, ganyan, makakauwi, 5, 5:30, okay, minsan 6, ganyan. Of course, they will rest for a while, tapos have a dinner, and then, ayan, concentrate na on the studies. So, hindi ko sila pinapapuyat, lalo yung panganay namin, kasi sabi ko nga, pag napuyatan ka naman masyado kaka-review, at pagod na pagod ka, physically, mentally, okay, mahihirapan ka rin lang sa examination for the next day. So, hindi rin naman kasi yung length of studies, pero yung how focused are you when you are studying. So, you can study actually 1 hour or more, okay, but kung nakakoncentrate ka talaga kasi, that is enough time for you to really study. Okay? And yun nga, sabi ko, kapag ka siguro sa discussions rin naman, kung nakikinig ka naman sa discussion, ayan, pag nakikinig sa discussion, mas madali lang sa inyo how to remember the things that were discussed, and mas madali sa inyo for the examination. Ayan. And of course, letter U. Letter U is understand. Okay? I know that sanay na, lalo ako, sanay ako ng enumeration kasi nga gumagamit ako ng acronyms. Pero, what I can suggest, lalo kung meron kasi sa atin hindi naman into memorization, so, understand. Okay? Understand the topic, understand the word, understand the totality of yung coverage ng examination nyo. Tungkol ba saan? Okay, ano ba yung na-touch nyo ng mga topics, mga examples? Okay, so that you can also apply it in a real world setting, sabi nga nila. So, kasi kung puro lang tayo memorization, you know by heart yung mga definitions and all that, tapos pag pina-explain sa'yo na, okay, in your own perception, yung mga ganon, di ba yung mga essay natin, mga ganyan. Or minsan na sa multiple choice, yung you really have to analyze the topic, di ba? Kung hindi kasi natin siya inintindi, mahihirapan talaga tayo. So, it's better for us to really, of course, understand din yung topic. Okay? And then, of course, letter D, discuss. Okay. Sa akin, hindi rin ako into a group study. Yung, kung meron tayong exam, mas gusto ko na nagsa-study ako alone. Minsan, kinakausap ko pa yung sarili ko, oh my gosh. Okay? Discussion, like for example, yun nga, yung nagiging, or vino-voice out ko yung rene-review ko, para ako may kausap, 'di ba? Na kasi it's for me it's effective kasi naririnig ko rin siya. So aside from sinasabi ko, naririnig ko, nare-recall ko siya. So meron yung iba siguro sa atin who would also prefer na mag-discuss with their peers for yung sa study group na yan. So if it's effective, then why not, 'di ba? Lalo kapag yung mga, sabi ko nga, yung math, accountancy, kung nasa higher na kayo, or any math in general, yung sa discussion type kasi, no, yung sa study na discussion type, maiintindihan natin, okay, kapag na-discuss rin ng ibang kaklase natin. Parang ganon nga. So, kung na-discuss ng professor or teacher tapos hindi natin masyadong na-gets, tas may ganun 'di ba na pag diniscuss ng kaklase natin, nagigets natin, ba't kaya? Pero if it's effective, sabi ko nga, then go with your group, go with a study group para you can discuss things. Also, yung sa theories, pwede rin yan. Yung nag-i-interact kayo na, okay, yung meaning nito, di ba, ganito, ganyan, and then we can apply it to a certain example, like this and like that. So, it will help you to really recall yung mga napag-aralan ninyo. So, it's easier for you to remember, okay, and also apply, ganyan, also really understand what the topic is all about. And of course, why? Ito yung sinasabi ko kanina sa self-check natin, is you get some sleep or rest. Okay? I know that in every study time, okay, meron tayong sinasabi nating time set, no? And meron kasi yung certain times na nakaset ka nga ng time for your study. Gusto mo tuloy-tuloy. Pero may mga circumstances kasi, like for example sa sarili mo, yung sa topic na rine-review mo, either hindi siya ganon ka-interesting sa'yo. So, there are times na you want to rest, okay, for you to really absorb muna kung ano yung na-discuss or ano yung nabasa mo. Okay? So, it's okay to take a rest, kunyari 5-10 minutes in between yung linagay mo na time check for your study. Kasi ang resting naman doesn't really mean that you are not productive, di ba? So, you're giving your time, yourself, your body, your mind, to really rest and absorb kung ano ba yung na-study mo. So, definitely, we all need rest. Okay, we all need good night's sleep. Okay, para sabi nila, ready for the morning or ready for your examination. Okay, so hoping that this study techniques, not literally na technique na makikita natin sa libro, but a technique wherein siguro for me it's a holistic approach wherein you also have to look into your well-being, yourself, your physical, your mental, emotional, position, kumbaga, so that it would easier for you to really understand yung topic and you can easily focus if you are okay, parang ganon, diba? So, I know there are some problems that we cannot really antag doon. Hindi natin siya maiwasan, some challenges that I know that we cannot just jump to the next day para kumbaga kalimutan na natin yung problema, mga ganon. Pero ano lang, since ang mga exam natin talaga is, you know, it needs really focus also. So, if we can divert first our concentration sa ating studies so that it would be, of course, ang result niyan maganda. 'Di ba? Pag nag-study. So, that's all for now. Ang ating techniques for effective techniques sa studies, hoping that you were able to get maybe bits of it na you can use it in your study habits. Okay, study habits, kasi I know studying is really difficult. Okay, hindi naman easy lang naman talaga, pero if you will enjoy studying about a certain topic, then definitely it would be great for you or for us. Yan. So, ano ba? Of course, follow us in YouTube and Facebook, Taraki TV. And then, of course, in my Facebook, just the same, Coach Karen Sebio. So, may mga topics tayo dyan. May mga previous episodes tayo on certain topics also. So, mixed topics po tayo. Not only in life, not only in love life. Wow. Sa love life, sige, darating po tayo dyan. And then, of course, sabi ko nga ginagamitan ko ng acronym so that we could easily remember and hopefully that we can also use it. Kasi ako, syempre, as the one who's telling you, kailangan ko rin sundan. O, diba? Yung mga healthy habits, mga ganyan. Okay. So, thank you again for listening and hoping to see you in the next episode of Daily Taraki. Tama ba? Daily Taraki Dose with Coach K. Bye!